Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today I would like to talk about the brush tool. Now the brush tool can be very useful when creating awesome effects in different designs. And today I will try to show you one of the ways how to use the brush tool and set up your own custom brush, and just give you the basics of how a brush can be used in creating good looking effects. So first of all, I would like to show how to create your own custom brush. Create a new file. The size of it will determine how big your brush will be, so don't make it too small. So let's say 1000 on 1000. Make sure your file is transparent, the background is transparent, and now you can create any shape you want with any tool you want. So for example, I will just make it square, so just fill this in with any color using the bucket tool. Now go to edit, define brush preset, and just name your brush. So this will be in our brush. We can select this brush from the brush menu here. As you can see, I have already tried that earlier, but didn't really work out. So this is what you should have now, or just your shape you have just created. Now I will create a new document to demonstrate you how you can use your brush to create a nice effect. Okay, so as you can see, the brush is real big now, so a very convenient shortcut to decrease the size of your brush is by pressing the square bracket key, the left square bracket key on your keyboard. As you can see, it gets smaller, and if you press the right square bracket key, it will get bigger. I'll make mine smaller. Now there are two different ways. One of them is for mouse, and the other way is when you are using a pressure sensitive tablet. So basically, if you are using a pressure sensitive tablet, you don't really have to change these settings. Just make the control on pen pressure, and the effects will vary depending on how much you press the tablet. And if you are using the mouse, just change these to whatever you like, just experiment yourself. But as I said, I will show you one of the examples. So go to your brush settings. I forgot to mention this. To open your brush settings, if you don't have this icon right here, you can go to Window and check Brush, or just press F5 on your keyboard. Now you will have this little window on your screen, and here are all the settings of the brush. As you can see, you can select your brush from here and change the settings up. If you have some shape, let's see, for example, something like that, and you want to, let's make it bigger, and you wanted to and you want to rotate it, you can simply do that by rotating this arrow right here. As you can see in the preview screen right here, it rotates as you rotate this circle. Just like that. Now let's get to our brush now. Delete all this stuff. Okay, so first of all, you can see there is a spacing option, and spacing just basically means that the bigger the percentage, the bigger gap will be between each brush. So as you can see, if it's 1000%, the amount of brush will be very small, and if it's on 1%, the brushing will be very smooth, and that's that. Second, you can see the shape dynamics down here. If you check that, as I have already mentioned, for pressure sensitive tablets, just check the control on pen pressure and you are good to go. But as for mouse, you have to change these settings. So size jitter means that how much the size of each brush will vary. So as you can see, let me just increase the spacing. As you can see, one squares are bigger, others are smaller, and that is random. But if you are using a tablet, as I said, just check this on pen pressure, you are good to go. The softer you press, the smaller it will be, and the harder you press, the bigger those brushes will be. Next we have angle jitter, and as you can see, it basically means how much your brush will rotate in every step, or I don't know how to call it, but yeah, how much your brush will rotate. And again, it's purely random. Next we have scattering, and that is how much your brush will scatter to sides. As you can see in the preview, if I keep it on 0%, everything will be in a line, and if I increase it, it will go to sides a bit randomly, like that. Let me just erase all this. Also, there's a roundness jitter, but for this brush I don't really use it because it doesn't look that great, as you can see. Yeah, I just like to keep the squares in perfect shape, like that. Now we stopped at scattering, so again, if you are using a tablet, just check this on pen pressure and you are good to go. Next, for this particular brush, we can check color dynamics and pick some color. It doesn't really matter what you pick, just let's say blue. And if you check this, then adjust the hue jitter a bit, the bigger the percentage is, the more different colors you will get. If, for example, I put this on 100%, it will use every color, and it's really colorful. But if I leave it at something around 10%, it will stay closer to blue. Well, to your selected color. In my case it's blue, and for green it will be a bit of yellowish and more or less green, brighter and not. I also have brightness jitter on, so that gives a nice effect as well. So as you can see, some of the dots are brighter and some of them are darker. So basically that's what this does. I don't really touch the purity, I don't even know what it does, but just leave it as it is. Next we have transfer, and this is really important because it gives that nice depth effect. So if you increase the opacity jitter to like 50%, you can see, let me paint fill in the background with some color. Okay, so opacity jitter to 66%, and let's select the color real quick. Yeah, like that. And as you can see, okay, so my Photoshop crashed, and I hope we have our brush saved. Yeah, we'll have to do everything again. We saw the steps I have did, so I'll just quickly make it the same as it was. Okay, sorry about that. I had to reset. Make sure this and this is unchecked, because otherwise your brush will keep resetting and you won't be able to change it from pen pressure to off because it will keep resetting. Now I have fixed it and everything should be working. Yeah, as you can see now, some of the dots are more transparent and others are not so transparent. So what I did is increase the opacity jitter to 100. You can change it to whatever you like. I actually use 50 sometimes if I don't want it to be too faded. Now as you can see, we have some random dots, and I think that's a pretty cool effect, to be honest. Now to save the settings, you can go and click this little arrow right here and choose new brush preset. What this does, make sure you have checked the capture brush size and preset, because what this does is it saves all the settings you have changed, so you won't have to do that all over and over again. So as you can see, we have this brush right here. So if we click it, if we have some other brush selected, we can select it again, and we will have all of our settings the same as we left them. So that's real convenient. Not sure if I mentioned or not, but I am using mouse in this tutorial because my tablet properties got, I don't know, deleted or something, because it just doesn't react to the brush I put on the tablet, and it's really annoying. Now the other thing I would like to show you is how to import downloaded brushes. You can download brushes from various sites like brusheasy.com or DeviantArt, or just Google it. But to import them, go to your, select your brush tool, click this arrow right here, and then this gear looking thing. With this popped up, select load brushes. Now find the brushes you have downloaded and double click it. And now you will have your brushes right here. Next thing you can create with brush tool is your own texture. Now to do that, select your brush tool, go to your brush menu and select 36 or, well, any of these chalk brushes. Yeah, just any of them. Now go to your settings and just do everything we did for the previous brush. Just don't check the color dynamics. Now you can also adjust the roundness jitter, so it's even more random. And here you can see. Now, if this feels like it's too contrasted or just too dark, you can select your eraser tool and adjust the brush as well. So select your eraser tool and then the same chalk brush again. Do all the same settings like you did for the previous one. And now erase some balls. And here we have a real nice looking grungy texture. You can also decrease the opacity if you need. And here. So that would be it for this.
Oh, I could be all it is you need, 'cause we are trying to find a way to feel. If I could sleep, I'd dream of what we'd be, but I can feel you slip further from me. Oh, it makes it hard to be when you are all that I want but don't have. And I'll run into the sea, follow this heart that escapes me. It escapes me, and I'm lost. Forget me, all I was and become everything. All I wanted. Although it feels like heaven, I can't wait forever. Old habits are hard.
Okay, so thank you for watching this short video. It's pretty basic, to be honest, and I hope it was helpful for you in any way. If not, then I'm really sorry, and sorry for wasting your time. But yeah, thanks for watching, like, and all that good stuff. See you later.